Today I have a playthrough of Fleet the Dice Game, designed by Benjamin Pinchback and Matthew D. Riddle. I really like the art on this one. It looks very cinematic. I hope you can appreciate it as much as I do. Let's get started. So there's the rulebook, which I don't think we'll need, so I'll kind of put it off to the side for now. And then we have two pads here. And these two pads you need to play. So I usually keep this one on the right, this one on the left. And then of course we have the dice. So for a solo game, you'll need 2 market dice. It's the ones with the least fish. And then 1 fish die, or they call it boat die. And then 3 boat die for this side. So typically when you take your first phase, which is boat, you roll these 3. And then when you go into the town phase, you take these 3. So we'll go ahead and get those set up. My pen. The pen does not come with the game. Just leave it in here for ease of use, really. Okay. And then we have these, this first player marker. And then we have these markers for solo. And this kind of tells where tells me where the AI is going to play. So we have this on the wharf, this on the boat, and this on the harbor. So for solo, when you play with the boat, it starts on the shrimp. For the harbor, it starts on the king crab. For the wharf, it starts on the casino. All right, so let me just make sure everything's in frame. Looks good. And then we'll get started. So I'll kind of explain things as we go. I'll be the first player. And this sheet has a really good round tracker, and it tracks all the phases as well, so you don't forget which is the fishing phase, which round includes a fishing phase, because it's only every other phase. And for 1 player, there's only a total of 8 rounds. So there's this nice little dotted line with 1 P here. That will tell you this is where you stop. You don't play the 2 extra rounds that you would for multiplayer. Okay, so I have the first player marker. I'm gonna go roll. Okay, I have 2 cards and a swordfish, so I get to pick. Actually, before we start, I jumped the gun. We actually just roll 1 of the die just to see what our starting bonuses are. So I got swordfish, so that means I get to cross off the top 2 of the swordfish. And I am able to get a license now. So I'll color this in. So after I fish, I get to use a start action, and I'll get into what that means a little bit later. So that's what I start with. So I think I started with 2 cod and a swordfish. So let's see. I think I'll continue down the swordfish route. So I'll take the swordfish die and cross off my boat. So I get to gain a boat. That will come into play more so in the fishing rounds. And then the AI will choose the die with the face that's closest, or is the matching one that the boat marker is on. So if the boat marker is on the cod, it would definitely get it. Obviously, in this case, it's definitely going to choose the cod because that's the only choices we have. So we'll take a cod, and it's going to go from the bottom. And it's going to cross out the bottom 2. And then the third die, we both get to take a benefit. So I'll go first, and I get to cross off the top 1, and then he gets to cross off just 1 of the bottoms. So he's crossed off 3 on the card, and I crossed off 1 on the card. Again, I go from the top and he goes from the bottom. So that is to start of round 1. That was the boat phase. Now it's the income phase. So on the bottom left of the sheet, it says income equals 1 coin symbol plus the lobster bonus plus the Ridgeback canning bonus. So if I happen to get these bonuses throughout my game, I get to add the income to the one that we already always get. So for now, I just get 1 coin, and we track it on the bottom here in this section. And every time you get enough coins that you cross off a star, you get to take a star action. A star action is almost like giving you a wild. Like, you can cross off anything you'd like, but it always has to be in continuation from top to bottom. It can't be just the middle of one of these tracks. So keep that in mind. All right, so now we are done with the income phase. I received my 1 coin. The AI doesn't do anything in the income phase. And then now we're on to the town. So this side is the town. We get to roll the dice for the town. So we have a good mix. We have the market, we have the wharf, and we have these 3 coins. So I am going to choose well, I'm not going to choose the market because for now I don't have any fish. And based on the number of fish, you get a certain amount of coins. So right now I don't have any fish because we have yet to go on fishing. So I'm really only considering the wharf or the 3 coins. And I think I'll go for the wharf. And over here, there are many different, there's a total of 8 different sections of the wharf that I can begin checking off. And I always tend to go to the Fisherman's Pub. If you were able to cross off these 4 trackers here, you get 10 VP at the end of the game. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then he will go for the market. It will always be his last preference to take 3 coins. So we'll get the market. And that means he actually crosses out one of our coins, our stars. So it makes it unavailable. So next time, if I were to gain enough coins, I actually wouldn't be able to take that star action, which is a bummer, but that's okay. And then we take these 3 coins. So I'll take the 3 coins. 1, 2, 3. And then he will always take the boat die, I believe. So let's confirm that in the rules. But whenever the AI takes the wild, the captain strikes through the bottommost open box in the section that has her boat token. So he's currently in the shrimp section, so crossing out the bottommost. So now we're done with the town phase. That was the last phase of the round. So the round is made up of a boat phase, income phase, fishing phase, and town phase. So that was the last phase of this first round. So that means we have to kind of shift things over. There's minimal management for the AI. So you just got to move it over to the next section clockwise. Okay. And then we will go and switch the first player marker. So the left side will be me. The right side will be the AI. And then we'll start round 2. So we'll roll the 3 boat dice. And he will choose first. So he's on the card right now, so he will choose the card. And then I get to choose, I'll do the swordfish since I'm making good progress on that. And then we both get the lobster. Cross 1 in the bottom for him, 1 at the top for me. Okay, so that was the boat phase. Now the income phase. I only get 1, but I crossed out one of the stars, so I could take a star action now. So I'll do that. And I'll do the license for the lobster, which means income phase, I get to add 1 extra coin. And I believe that happens in the next round, not this round. So next round I'll get 2 coins instead of 1. Okay. That's the income phase. And then now it is the fishing. So when it comes to fishing, you only get to add fish to the boats that you've marked. So I only have one. So I get to mark one of these fish. So I marked one. And I can't forget the swordfish license. It says after fishing, star action. So I get to use another star action. I'll go ahead and use the boat for the lobster. So fishing phase is over. Now it is the town. So let's see. AI will go first. They will always choose, I think the order is really harbor and then market and then boat die. So harbor crosses out the bottom, 2. And then I will choose, I'll choose the cod. And at least I get a license. So whenever I launch a boat, I get a coin. So that's pretty neat. And then we both get the market. So for the market, let's see. Yeah. So yeah, for the market, he just crosses out my star. And then for me, I will get 2 coins because I have only 1 fish. And for a range of fish 0 to 4, you get 2 coins. So I'll go ahead and get my 2 coins. That's the town phase. All right, I'm the first player. We move this over clockwise. Okay, let's see. I'll choose the lobster because I don't want him to get it. He'll choose the shrimp. And then we both choose a shrimp. So 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. So unfortunately, he's crossed out the license and boat for the shrimp. So I won't be able to get that later. So that's the boat phase. So that's round 3, by the way. And now it's the income phase. So I will get 1 plus an extra for the lobster license. And then now I see this cod, launch any boat, get a coin. I forget if this happened before I got the lobster boat. I'm going to just assume it did not happen before, so I'm not going to gain that coin. That's okay. That's the income. Now is the town phase. I definitely want the harbor. So I'll take the harbor and I will go for the captain's club. He will also go for the harbor and he will cross out these 2. So unfortunately, I won't be able to get any of the research vessels. And then we both get the swordfish. So I could get a license or a boat, and I'm going to get the boat. Because next round is fishing, so I could actually fill up the boat a little bit. And after I get a boat, I get a coin. I just crossed out a star action, so I get to do that. So I'll cross out the boat for the cod, gain a boat. Because I gained the boat, because I launched the boat, I get a coin. Okay, so I think we're good there. Now he is the first player, and then it's the boat phase. Well, let's move everyone over. Okay, so he's gonna choose a swordfish. And then I will choose, I'm not sure I want to focus on oyster since there's nothing happening there. I'll go for the shrimp and get a license. And now, any chosen shrimp die means it's a wild. It basically can act as any face. So that's awesome. And then the last one is the oyster, which we both get. That's the boat phase. Now it's the income phase, so I definitely get 1 coin. And then I get another coin for the lobster license. And that means I get a star action. I just crossed out a star. So star action, I'll go for a license again. And at this point, I get 2 coins as a bonus. You can see that here in the banner. In income phase, I get +2. So I get +1, +2. So that's a total of 4 for the next round. I'll get 4. 4 coins moving forward. Okay. All right. And then I will do the fishing phase. So looking at all my boats, I cross out 1. You can only gain 1 fish per boat unless stated otherwise. So I just gained a total of 4 fish. Now it's the town. And he will choose the wharf. So fortunately, can't get the bait shop. And then I'll choose the harbor so I can do some fishing. So I'll do all my 4 boats, which is awesome. And then we both get the shrimp die, which means I get a boat for the shrimp. A shrimp boat. And then because I did that, I launched the boat, I get a coin. Because I crossed out the star, I get to do a star action. So I'll do the oyster. And I'll do the oyster boats catch 2 fish or fish +1 coin. I don't have any boats right now in the oyster, so I might want to work on that so I can take advantage of it. It's my turn to go first. Move this over. Now it is the boat phase. And I will choose to do the oyster so I can grab that boat. And he will choose to... So the closest one wrapping around and clockwise would be the cod. So he'll take the cod, cross out the bottom 2, and then we both get the lobster. That was the boat phase. Income phase means I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I crossed out a star, so that means I get to use it. So the lobster gets a boat, another boat. So I launch the boat, I get another coin. So now it is the town. I think this time I will go for the market for sure. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 fish, so that means I get 3 coins. 1, 2, 3. I just crossed out a star, so that means I can cross something out, and I'll go for the fisherman's pub. Okay, and then he will choose the market as well. He crosses one of my upcoming stars, so that's I won't be able to use that. Then we both do the oyster. Okay, so that was round 5. So we have 3 more rounds. AI is the first player. Move this back around. Move this back around. Okay, and then we have the boat phase. Cool. I think I'll go for the oyster. And I'll grab another boat. So I launched the boat, so I get another coin. He will choose the lobster since it's closest to his marker. And then we'll both choose the swordfish. So that's the boat phase. Now it's the income phase, and I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now it's the fishing. So we just add 1 fish to every boat we have unless stated otherwise, and that will be specific to the oyster. So the oyster boats catch 2 fish each. So instead of just a 1, we catch 2. That's great. Okay. So we just finished the fishing. AI doesn't do anything in the fishing round. I don't know if I mentioned that. And then we have the town. Let's roll those. And he's going to choose... I think he just goes for the harbor. So he's going to go on the bottom. And then I'll choose the market. Lobster won't really give me anything. So I'll choose the market. let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I get 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 1 star action. Continue down Fisherman's Pub. And then we both get the lobster, which there was only 1 spot left. So I'll let him take it because he was the first player, and then I will take the coin. So if at any time I don't feel like taking one of the die, I will just cross out one of my coins. Easy as that. Now I'm the first player. Move these over. And I'm gonna really hope that he won't get the wharf, because I just needed 1 more to be crossed off to get the 10 VP bonus at the end of the game. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe able to sneak a star action to get that. Okay, I'll go ahead and do the oyster. No, I'll do the coins. I'll do the 3 coins because I get the star action. 1, 2, 3. And I will cross this out, which means I get the 10 VP. Awesome. So he won't be able to do anything here, really. And then he will choose the cod. So cod is completely full now, and we both do the oyster. Okay. So now we do the income phase. I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I crossed out a star. Let's see. I might just want to get this boat. I launched a boat, so that means I get a coin. And then now we move on to the town phase. I'll choose the wharf, and I'll get the Ridback canning, and I get +1 income per full boat. That was a little silly. But at least I get 1 VP later, because I don't have any full boats. I do, actually, just 1. I'm not sure that was worth that. Anyway, I did it already, so I did take the wharf, and he will take the harbor. And we both get the lobster, but there's nothing to get for him, so I will get just the coin. Now, he's the first player. And now we're going to just move everything 1 over. And then we'll do the boat phase. He will choose, let's see, the oyster. That was an oyster. And then I will also choose the oyster and get the boat. Because I got the boat, I get a coin. And then we both get the cod. There's nothing to cross out for the cod, so I will get my coin, which is a star action. And that will leave me with I'll get this. And this bank and trust. Okay, so that'll give me 2 VP at the end of the game. And then that is the town. Now it's the income. I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then fishing. So 1 fish per boat. I actually get an extra income because of this +1 per full boat. So I got a star action, and I'll just cross this out as well. Okay. So oyster boats get 2. Cool. And then this one gets 1. I think that's all the boats I have here. That's fishing, and now it's the final town phase because we're on round 8. And he will pick the harbor. And this was actually already filled up, so he will probably just go to the barge and cross those out. And then I will go for the market. Let's count. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So I get 6 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 1 star action. Get the final 2 VP available at Ama's Bank and Trust. And then we'll both get the shrimp. And that concludes the last round. And now we just go to scoring. So fish, I get 1 VP each. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. All right, 32. And boats with VPs, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. Licenses, I don't think I got any licenses that offered VPs. They were all the way on the bottom, so I didn't get any of those. So it's 0. And buildings, which is in the wharf, I get 2, 4, 6 from Ama's. And then I get the 10, so that's 16 from the buildings. And then any additional bonuses, I don't think I get any. I think that's all I had. So let's add that up. So that's 10, carry the 1. The score of 60. How does that match up to their... Okay, so I didn't do too bad, although I'm still in the lower half of the scale. So the solo achievement table says a score of 60 is deckhand, and that's just one above the lowest, which is greenhorn. So that's not too bad. I didn't expect myself to be a salty captain, but yeah, anyway, that is the gameplay for a solo game of Fleet the Dice game. Very easy to manage. It's very relaxing to play. It doesn't require too many stressful decisions because, you know, honestly, you get a lot of benefits regardless of what you do here. So, you know, you can either gain a license, a boat, more coins, a fishing phase, extra VPs at the end. So it's a very rewarding game to play. It's not like you lose out on too much unless... like Fisherman's Pub, I only had 1 more to mark off. If the AI happened to get that before I did, which I would plan ahead to prevent that. That's clear that I can do. I can see what's coming because I can see the dice that he gets to choose from. It would just suck if it was his first turn and he got the Fisherman's Pub. Then there's nothing I could do about it. But that chance is not as high as the fact that I could strategize ahead of time. Overall, I love this game. I got this as a Mother's Day gift, which was great. And I play this, you know, every so often. It's easy to set up, and you know, there's really no reason why I actually can't travel with this once you know, I start traveling more. But anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and let me know if you have any questions or corrections. I may have missed something here. There's always a lot going on with the combos, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.